Hi everyone, this is Corinna Bench, the farmer's wife at Shared Legacy Farms, and I am back in my kitchen again. Today I'm going to do a really quick tutorial to teach you how to make garlic parsley compound butter. I am drowning in parsley right now. Our fields are overflowing with it and it's so gorgeous. I don't know if you can see this, but this is some really beautiful parsley this time of year. It's in the fall, we're heading into the winter, and I just hate it when I see beds of parsley just not being used. And I don't like the idea of having to, destroy it and compost it. So this time of year, I always make a whole ton of compound butter and freeze it. And then I can use that later throughout the winter and make use of this gorgeous parsley and our garlic for that matter, and make steaks and mashed potatoes. So it's just a really awesome condiment that you can use to accentuate your meal. And it's actually really, really easy to make. So I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. The first thing that you have to do is get 1 stick of butter. I like to use unsalted butter, but I suppose you could use salted if you wanted to. And you're just going to chunk it up like this. You want to make sure that your butter is at room temperature, but you don't want it to be super soft, because what we're going to do here is we're going to mash it and mix it up with some other things. So it needs to be pliable enough to be able to do that. Oh, I have a piece of grass in there. All right. So I'm mashing it up into smaller cubes like this, just so it's a little bit easier to squish around with a fork. All right, so that's kind of step 1. And you're going to put this aside here. Actually, you're going to put it into a bowl, so I'm going to do that right here. And you're going to take your parsley, and after you wash it, you're going to use like a bunch of it, like you get at the store. But oh my gosh, this is so fragrant, and the taste is amazing. Farmer Kurt has really awesome soil, and so you can just really taste it in our vegetables. So I'm doing about this much, because by the time you actually chop it and mince it really finely, it's going to be about, a 1/3 of a cup to a 1/2 a cup. So let me get rid of this. And then you're going to chop it finely. You want to mince this down, and that's going to take a few minutes with your chef knife. And because it does take a few minutes, I already did some, and I threw it into this bowl. I don't know if you can see that, but it's about a 1/2 a cup. You can play around with this. You can put in a little less, a little more. It's kind of to taste. And then you're going to throw in your garlic. So we have just awesome garlic from Kurt. It's one of his signature crops. It's a lot stronger than what you get at the grocery store. This is a hardneck variety of garlic, so it has a lot more flavor. And I'm just going to cheat. You could mince it up real finely, but I'm going to use a garlic press. And again, I'm just going to squeeze that into my bowl. I'm going to use 1 to 2 cloves. It kind of depends on the size of the cloves. If you like a lot of garlic punch, again, this garlic's really strong. If you're just using stuff from the grocery store, you'll definitely need at least 2 cloves. And you're just going to squeeze that right into the bowl, like this. And scrape that out. Okay, then you're going to add a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. I like to use kosher salt. All right, and a lemon juice. So you want to add just a little bit, and maybe like a tablespoon, but I'm going to just be real inefficient here, or inexact I should say, and do this so that the seeds don't go in. All right, and that's it. And then you're going to take your fork and you're going to start mashing it all together and mixing it real good. Now this is going to make an incredible condiment that you can use in a lot of different ways. So once you create a log, we're going to make a log of this and then put it in the refrigerator and eventually in the freezer. You can use it for things like putting it on top of grilled meat, so steaks, putting it on top of a steak and then just letting it kind of run all over the place. So delicious. You could put it on top of meats like fish or pork or chicken. So a really great thing to just pop out once you've gotten stuff off the grill. Just pop it on top of that meat and it makes a yummy condiment. You could also add it into things like mashed potatoes. or into roasted potatoes or boiled potatoes. You can add it into like soups and stews. You can make it the base of a pan sauce. Even just with some steamed veggies, you can throw a little pat of this in there and it adds a whole bunch of flavor. I've even put it on top of breads or scones before. So to show you the finished product, I've already mashed some up to the right consistency. So once you've got that going, you want to get out some parchment paper. You could use wax paper. You could just use probably saran wrap too. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this out and we're going to stick it on this paper. And here's a fun little trick I learned. All right, let's get it all on there first. Oh my gosh, it's so good. All right, so you're going to stick it kind of in the middle, and you're going to roll it over like this. Okay? And then you're going to kind of press it up with your hand because you want to form a log. So just sort of press up. Now this can get tricky and hard to do, so this is the fun trick that I learned that I think works really well. Using a, what is this even called? Pastry cutter. And just kind of slide it up like this. Isn't that slick? I love it. And it's just going to help you form this nice log. Now some people like to make them really thick, some like to make them really thin. It's kind of to your preference. And then when you peel it back, look at that, it's made this beautiful, perfect log, and you just kind of shape it with the rest of the way with your hands. All right, and then you'll want to put that in the refrigerator in some saran wrap, which I have over here. So if you're planning on using it right away, like later on that evening, you'll want to chill it. You can just place this right into the saran wrap and wrap it up. But if you plan on using it later on, months from now, you just throw it like this into your freezer. And then when you want to use a little pat of it for the top of the steak, you just take it out of the freezer, cut it out, cut off the little portions. So we can pretend that I'm going to do that right now. And usually when you're sticking it onto a steak or something, or a piece of fish, you're just taking like, you know, a little bit, like a tablespoon's worth maybe, like that. And then you would just place that right on top of your grilled steak, and it'll just start to melt all over it, and it is amazing. So this is a really easy and fun way to use up parsley, and I'm going to make probably 10 of these over the next few days because I have a lot of parsley, and I've used this a lot in the winter. So hope you had fun learning this great tip, how to make garlic parsley compound butter. We teach all kinds of cool stuff like this in our CSA Veggie Box program. We are actually opening a registration for our CSA. It is open right now. If you'd like to join that CSA for next season in 2018, you can go to our website, sharedlegacyfarms.com/box, and learn all about that program. Thanks you guys for joining me, and go out, grab some parsley and some fresh herbs, and make some garlic parsley compound butter. Have a great day, guys. Bye.